This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 21, and it reads, Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Father, who the world everybody calls God. Yahweh, meaning he exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world everybody calls Jesus Christ. Yahushai, meaning he is salvation. Bahashem, in the name. Rakah Kodash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth of risking the whole lives throughout the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathim, listen and learn in sincerity and in truth and in silence, Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers, Akwathim meaning sisters, Shalom meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto, here with another lesson. All right, we'll get right into it. All right. Matthew 18. We'll start. It's like Matthew 13, verse 18. We'll start at 18. And it reads, and this is red letter, our Lord said this, Yahushai, hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, right? When you hear this word for the first time, you don't understand it, you know? It'll do one of two things. It will light a spark in you, or you'll reject it, right? But when you're a newborn baby in this truth, you don't understand this word. The understanding comes with the growth and teachers. Then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receives seed by the wayside, right? You receive this word, and right away, you know, Satan comes along and steers you in another direction. You end up going in another direction, right? As opposed to this, as opposed to receiving this word, right? And Satan could come in the form of a woman, a co-worker, a sibling, cousin, family member, right? Keeps you in the world, right? You stay in the world. You don't, you know, you just hear it. Yeah, that sounds interesting, and you're still staying in the world. Verse 20. But he that received the seed into stony places, right? And the stony places is your mind. And the seed is this word. The same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it, right? Anon meaning immediately, right? You hear this word, oh, I'm an Israelite. You receive it with joy. I'm God's chosen people, right? You want to tell everybody. All your family members you be telling. Your brother, your sister. The wicked ninjas you run with in the world, right? Because we're all wicked. We're all in the world, right? Your moms, your pops, you're telling everybody, right? You receive this word immediately with joy. Verse 21, 21st verse. Yet, a matter of fact, and a lot of things that happen, because when you receive this word, it's sweet. Revelation 10, verse 10, and it reads, verse 9, and it reads, and I went, and this is John the Revelator, right? And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book, these scriptures. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, right? It doesn't mean to literally eat the roll, the book, the scriptures, right? You're reading these scriptures, And as you gain understanding, that's you digesting the word. That's you eating it, right? And it shall make thy belly bitter, right? The bitterness of the truth. But it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey, right? When you receive it at first, it's sweet, right? I'm an Israelite. I'm God's chosen people. I'm going to have slaves in the kingdom. Verse 10, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey, right? As when you receive this truth. And as soon as I had eaten it, right? When you digest this truth, you know, you're 6 months in, 1 year in to this truth. My belly was bitter, right? The bitterness starts to reveal itself. You start to learn that you got to suffer in this thing. You start to learn that your family members are going to ostracize you, right? You start to learn that what you had, your plans are irrelevant. Your plans that you had, my walk, you had a plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to get this reward, this plaque, this induction, right? I'm going to climb the ladder of success in Esau's world. As you grow in this truth, as you start to become seasoned in this truth, you learn that all of that means shit. Now, granted, you got to use the world as not abusing it. You still got to navigate, man. Still got to get daily bread and be subject to payments, but none of it matters, right? There's brothers in this truth who've given up many things. Speaking of myself first and foremost, giving up many things, man, for this truth, right? And if you're not rooted, that bitterness could drive you. It becomes bitter, and it can drive you out of the truth, right? Let's go back into Matthew 13. Where were we? Matthew 13 and 21. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while, right? You come to this truth, you're in it, you're learning, you're writing down scriptures, right? You're screaming Kwam Yasharallah. You're telling everybody who will listen that they're Israelite. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, right? The tribulation or persecution that arises, the tribulation, you may lose your job, you may lose your woman, you may lose money, you might have had a career, but the career doesn't align with the truth, and it's gonna take you away from the truth. So the Lord removes that from you, right? And if you're not rooted, that can make you bug out. You could get mad. Man, fuck this shit. I caught hell in the world. I'm not coming into some truth to catch more hell, right? When tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, right? Because of this truth, you're catching hell in your personal life, your career. You may have some seeds, some youths, some wicked youths, right? You may have a woman. You know, if you're a sister, you may have a man. Right, you're catching hell from family members, you know. Right, you may have ran with ninjas in the world, and you were being wicked and was all about the bag. Now you're in this truth, and you've separated yourself from these ninjas, right? And these ninjas have you like a laughing stock. Homeboy turned into a prophet, speaking evil of you because you run not after the Let me see if I can find it. Oh, how's it go? Speak evil of you. It's in Peter. First Peter 4, Verse 3, and it reads, For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, right? Israelite foreigners. When we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you, right? So you become a new man, and you've put off that old man, where you ran after lasciviousness and lusts, excess of wine, right? Revelings and banquetings, right? That nightlife, that bar hopping life, and abominable idolatries, right? You're running after idols, right? You may have ran with ninjas in the world, and it was all about getting that bread by any means necessary. Now you've removed yourself from that, right? And these ninjas may still have love for you, hit you up every now and then on your phone or whatever, right? But you've removed yourself, so now they speak evil of you, right? Wherein they think it's strange that you were not with them to the same excess of right. What happened to this? What happened to this? What happened to this dude? What happened to my guy? He doesn't run with us no more, right? He turned prophet. He's too good for us. Speaking evil of you, right? And these are the tribulations. If you're not rooted, your reputation in the world may mean more to you than following Yahweh Shai. So now you fall out and you're gone back chasing that bag with them ninjas, right? By any means necessary, right? Matthew 13:21, yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. From when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended, right? And with offense comes the falling out. You fall out, now you're offended. Man, F this truth, right? I'm going back into the world. I can't take this hell I'm catching. Verse 22, he also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, right? The care of this world, your job, your career, your 10-year plan, right? That's the care of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, the bag, the money, right? Right. So he's received this word. He's received the seed being the word. He's somewhat in the truth. He's learning. He's right. He may be going to a camp. He's standing on the other side. He's still learning. He's growing in this truth. But the care of the world is pulling him back into the world, right? Choke the word and he becometh unfruitful, right? He's no longer reading, right? He may have been doing lessons, uploading video epistles. He's no longer doing lessons. He's starting to miss camp, right? Right, and that goes into becoming unfruitful. Verse 23, but he that receives seed into the good ground, this truth, is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit. Right? What's the fruit? You're walking in this truth to the best of your ability. You're being brotherly. You're going to camp. You're doing the sit downs, the video epistles. You're abstaining from all appearance of evil, right? You, to the best of your ability, you walking in the template of Yahweh Shai, and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30, right? So the point of this lesson is enduring to the end and not letting the wiles of the devil, wiles being trickery, pull you, make you unfruitful, make you fall out, right? You're offended because of the hell you're catching. You got that woe is me spirit on you, right? You got to pray and fast out of that, right? Speaking to myself first and foremost, right? But we got to endure to the end. Let's close with that. Matthew 24, right? Because none of us, right? These bug out Christians say, I'm saved. Saved from what? Right? We got to endure to the end. Matthew 24, Verse 13, red letter. But he that shall endure unto the end, right? You're gonna make it through the time of Jacob's trouble, the sea hip, right? World War III, all hell breaking loose on the earth, beamed up into the chariots, right? The chariots is the end. The new bodies is the end. That's the salvation. But you have to endure. The same shall be saved. The elect shall be saved, right? Not everybody. But you got to endure. So with that, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakaha Kodash, the blinders to the apostles and elders of great millstone to teach well and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.